We are getting so close now to the North Downs Way 50 miler, and I am beginning to understand just why ultramarathon training is so bloody hard.
In 2025, I decided to start taking running seriously. I lost some weight, ran a marathon, found a bit of speed, and somewhere along the way, it became more than just about fitness. Now, I'm building towards my biggest challenge yet, running 50 miles in one go at the North Downs Way 50. This series is me figuring out balancing training with being a husband, a dad, and working full time. And to be honest with you, it's partly so me and my kids can look back on it one day. Anyway, let's see how this week went.
I made a pretty big change to my ultramarathon training recently, something that I think just really helped me use my mind in a better place as we get close to the North Downs Way 50. We're going to run over that. But before we get into that, let's start on Monday for our first run of the week. Monday, as they tend to be for us, was just starting off with a 6-mile buggy run. The way I do these is to head to the park, which is about 2.5 miles away, let the little man have a run around on the park and enjoy that, and then run back. Not the most optimal way of training, but it is what it is, and it's just about fitting in, you know, those 6 miles how we can, when we can. One of the things that I made a massive change on, which I think has helped me so much, is turning off my resting heart rate and tracking my heart rate variability. We have recently had our second child, our newborn. He is doing absolutely fantastic. He's like 6 weeks old now, which is crazy. And we've got our 2-year-old who is a lunatic and absolutely loving life. And with back-to-back illnesses and child being sick and not being able to go to nursery, it has put a toll on the ultramarathon training. In the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter. But one thing that was really affecting me was constantly checking data and stats. So we're going to talk about why I made that change and how I think it has benefited me. Essentially, with the back-to-back illnesses that I had, one of the things that I was trying to do was listen to my body and then check the data of like my HRV and if my resting heart rate had gone up or gone down. Was I on the right track to getting back to full fitness and everything like that? I think it helped to a degree, but one of the things that I kind of didn't really think about, I would say, is that we have a 6-week-old newborn. We have a 2-year-old who is going through massive changes and moving up to the biggest room at nursery, a newborn baby coming into his life, and you know, he's doing exceptionally well, but so many things that obviously like play an impact on that day-to-day life. Daddy's turn. I'm squeezing runs in where, you know, to fit around like work and family life and things like that. Sometimes when nutrition hasn't been the best and late nights and, you know, being up with obviously the newborn or our 2-year-old, and just so many things that are impacting, especially as we're getting to the back end of the football season. Our work has been, you know, pretty stressful. I was obsessing over the data. I was like, how do I feel? Oh, my resting heart rate, I feel good, but my resting heart rate and my HRV wasn't in the place that I wanted it to be. And I think that then kind of impacted me, and I think, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that run today, or I shouldn't do this, or whatever it may be. After still coming back and fighting the illness, I decided to head to the canal for our first long run of the week, which was 10 miles. Run done, and to be fair, as a whole, I was pretty happy with that. I think I played it smart with just sticking to the canal for that simple fact of it meant I could keep effort level the same, heart rate the same, and just kind of ease back into it. One thing, I don't want to come across in the wrong way here. One thing that I'm like so proud of myself from like my running journey from when I started is the fact that I've not been running consistently over the last few weeks and had hiccups here and there and everything, as I've said. But the fact that I can come out now on a Tuesday and go and do a 10-mile run in the morning and it not absolutely wreck my day and be like, it's not something I fear anymore, you know? 10 miles to me now is just like, yeah, like it's a long run, but it's I don't know, I don't want to come, because obviously I understand that for everyone else and depending on where you are in your running journey, and that's the brilliant thing of it, everyone's different, you know. This time, we're in April, this time of year 13 months ago, 14 months ago, I remember having to go out for like an 8-miler and being petrified of it, you know. So just like that switch in how far I've come due to the consistency of stacking those weeks on weeks, not letting, like when I get ill or work or whatever happens in life, things happen, not taking, like I used to, months to get back on it, like for whatever thing I was trying to do. Like now it's just, okay, I had tonsillitis, I had a down week, then I had a race week, then I had a recovery week, then I got back to it, then I got ill again, and like just getting back to it as soon as you can, you know, like the next week, the week after. Whereas before, I'd have like a period of running, and then I'd like miss a few runs, and I wouldn't run for a year. Like just things like that. So yeah, super good. Wednesdays and Thursdays for me are the day where we get the bulk of our mileage in. Our little one got sent home from nursery on Tuesday with a stomach bug, which meant he wasn't at nursery. So we had to be adaptable to how we got that mileage in. I have definitely gone quicker than I should have today. However, this is the first run in ages. The legs feel like they've got speed in them. I feel like I've got pop. Maybe all the running with a buggy has meant when I don't run with a buggy, it's like so much easier. Again, I tend to run with just time of day on my watch screen. But yeah, first one in a while, felt good. I'm gonna guess this is about 8:10 a mile, and about, I reckon I average about 1:58 for the run. But either way, it's been great and I've loved it. Let's go. So this was to wrap up our Thursday run, with Wednesday being another buggy run. It was actually really nice for me to get out and yeah, be able to open up the legs just a little bit and not push around that extra weight. And I think that data is really beneficial at a time where I think you just have normal sort of stress. But for me right now, you know, we're hitting into mileage that I've never hit before. We're getting into the training that, you know, I've never done before, on top of, you know, trying to balance work, family life, and just, you know, general day-to-day stress. And I just found myself obsessing over that detail and those stats, and it wasn't doing me any favors. So removing that and taking that away all entirely, I've brought it all back into feel, and I've just gone, how do I feel? You know, yes, I might not have slept great the night before, and I might need to take it a little bit easier the next day, but just drawing it into that feel rather than relying so much on the data is something that I found over the week as I'm getting over my illness. You know, I still have something lingering a little bit. I think has just helped me massively. And this is the first time I'd say in this block where I've had to challenge myself a little bit more. And the Thursday evening, I had to go out and get my 12 miles in. And that's been the first test, let's say, because it was late, it was after our little one went down for the night. And if that's our first real test of it, other than the illnesses, it is what it is. So that's the run done. I'll come back to that if we finish North Downs Way 50. We put the little one down at 8:20, left at 8:30, back at 10:30, which that's not that late. We'll basically have our 2-year-old will wake up at some point between 1 and 2, and then he'll be up at 6 more than likely. So look, it's not the be all and end all. But yeah, I'm proud of that. That was a good one. And I think the thing to kind of reiterate with this is that this is for me and my personal circumstances with the daily stress of life, you know, being maybe a little bit higher than someone else or whoever. Like, you know, from your situation, I don't know, you might have more stress. You know, don't take it for that is the right way to do it, but it's just what I think is working for me right now to go, look, in a time in your life where the stress is going to be higher, the sleep isn't going to be great, the resting heart rate might be more up and down, the heart rate variability might be more up and down because of those things. Just trust your body, trust your mind on how you feel and go off that. As I've been editing this video, one of the things that I want to make clear is that it is an absolute privilege to do this because it's something that I want to do. Like having a family, having my wife, having my kids, having work, looking after myself, exercising, mental health, like everything. I'm not, when I'm talking about why I'm making exchange or kid got sent home from nursery, or I'm not complaining. I'm just saying these are the challenges that I face in the thing that I am pursuing as a passion, a hobby. Don't get it crossed with it being in a bad way. It's not. I absolutely love all these little challenges and, you know, things that get put in place to do what I want to do. It is just about showing you, if it's something that you're interested in, which I'm hoping you are, how I manage it, how I do it. My situation is by no means the hardest, and it is by no means the easiest, but it is just a situation that I've put myself in, and I am blessed to do what I do. It is Friday, and we've changed things around a little bit just because of time. We're coming out today while the little one naps for 2 minutes on, 1 minute off, 7 times over. I'm doing my warm-up outside, then I'm going to head to the treadmill because I've been a fan of the treadmill recently. Don't know why. I didn't realise that already this week we are on our highest mileage since the little one was born, not including the race week. So yeah, 42 miles, which, given this has probably been our hardest week in terms of having to adapt to not being in the normal routine, I'm super proud of that, super happy. Let's go and get this workout done. I don't know what to expect, but we're gonna have fun.
This workout actually felt very, very good on the treadmill. We averaged 5:36 a mile, 3:29 a k for our reps for the 2 minutes, and we were looking at just about 10-minute mile pace for our 60 seconds of recovery. Yes, the treadmill, maybe I shouldn't always use it, but at the minute it's ticking the box for me of when I need to get these workouts in, when the little one goes down for his nap. Very easy for me to just jump on the treadmill, do what I need to do, and get back home. It was time for me to go and test our new potential race day shoes for the North Downs Way 50 miler. We have picked up the Ultra Mont Blanc Carbon. I've been a massive fan of Ultra since I've started using their shoes this year. I really enjoy that extra bit of toe space, and I thought it made sense to go with their race day shoe. And when you're getting them for such a good deal as well, that certainly helps.
Parkrun day, and we're at the Wi-Fi race, but we're not doing the parkrun. Today we're here for downhill workout to get these quads ready for what's about to come. My brother is doing the parkrun with my son in the buggy, so I can get this downhill workout in, just because trying to do it when the little one naps in the day, there's no hills around me to do it basically. So thank you to him, hope you're having fun, and we've finished rep 1, running back up the hill and then sending it back down 2 more times, I think. So that'd be fun. Right, we're done. Last big boy sort of workout, I suppose, before the big day. I haven't done that workout in absolutely ages, so that was really nice. Felt good. Took good breaks at the bottom and at the top, because even running back up to the top of the hill is strenuous, you know. Obviously took it as easy as I could, but yeah, thank you to my brother for taking my little one, allowing me to get this in, because you just can't replicate it, you know, on a treadmill. I could have gone to like a tiny hill near my house, I suppose, and done loads of smaller reps, but we wanted 4 minutes of downhill in one go, so we did that 3 times 4 minutes, and yeah, what a workout. Now on to tomorrow to finish with 12 miles, and then we would have nailed the week. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Hello there, and welcome to today's nature video with me, Adam Bowden. Now I bring you the man with buggy and the smelly geese that nobody, apart from Mr. Big Man, likes, because they smell and they want to beat you up. We're out here on the canals, and we're about just under 7 miles in now. I'm going for 12, aren't we? Oh, the big 12. A buggy PB. A buggy PB. And it's a beautiful day, and London's on in it, so we've been tracking some runners throughout the day. We did a little pit stop to give Big Man a drink and to check how some people were doing. So well done to all you out there doing the London Marathon, smashing it, soaking up that atmosphere, and hope you're having a good one.
So that's a wrap on the week then. It was our most ever amount of miles, 66 miles. I managed to nail exactly what was on the plan for our running. Some gym sessions here and there weren't exactly to the T, but whatever. We got what we needed to get done. About 40% of our runs was with the buggy this week. So a massive shout out to my son for being such a trooper and enjoying himself in the buggy, going to the park and that. Super proud. And we're getting so close to race day. I'm just super, super happy and excited and looking forward to it. But next week is the final peak week before we head into that taper.